Duets and destinations, we do it for the fun. We do it just to see the world together. Do it for the travel. All right, so we're packing for our trip to Alaska.
Yeah, it'll be our second time to go, so we kind of know what to expect.
That's true. And a lot of the mistakes a lot of people make is they overpack.
Especially for cruises.
Well, because everybody thinks you've got to have like multiple options for every day. Though we will admit that you probably need 2 outfits per day. One of the tricks that I do is I will pack like 1 pair of jeans, 1 pair of khakis, 1 pair of black pants, and then I'll wear those on multiple days.
And one of the tricks that I use is I either pack all black shoes with black accessories or all brown shoes with gold accessories. I don't take both. So that cuts way down on the amount of shoes and the weight in your bag.
It's a smart idea.
Yes, it is. You should do that.
I should.
The temperature is actually very temperate in Alaska. It's not quite as cold as you think it's going to be, especially if you're cruising like Juneau down to Seattle. It's a much more temperate climate. It's a rainforest actually, so expect a lot of drizzle, cloud cover, high of maybe in the 60s, low in the 40s, so not super cold. Layers is your key, right?
That and something else we have to do, of course, for costume change. So you got to have the lame. We're performing a couple nights on the ship, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we have to make room for our charts and for our costumes. So you may not have to do that.
We happen to be going on a Cunard cruise, and they have a white night, all white.
All white.
I think they call it like snowy white night, and a masquerade night. So we're just taking just a regular black dress. You don't have to have anything specific like a big Victorian dress. We're just taking masks.
So read ahead. We're sailing on Cunard's Queen Elizabeth on the lovely journey from Juneau to Seattle. We're in the capital of Alaska, that's Juneau, and this historic city has a lot of great things, like the oldest saloon called the Red Dog Saloon. It's right on the water, bald eagles everywhere, whale watching, trams. They've got the old cities down in here and federal buildings as well, and beautiful scenery. Before boarding the Queen Elizabeth, we have a little time to kill in Juneau, so there's plenty of things to do, like whale watching. I never get tired of this.
So on this particular tour, we get a snack bag. Yeah! Let's see what's in it. The really great thing about taking a whale tour is that you pretty much are guaranteed 99.9% that you are gonna see a whale. We've already seen a baby whale jump all the way out of the water breach and go back in. It's one of the most phenomenal things I've ever seen in my life. Oh, and the view isn't too bad either.
Whale watching in the morning, a fantastic salmon lunch in downtown Juneau, and it was time to elevate our experience by taking the Beltway Tramway, which is a cable car all the way up to the top of Mount Roberts. There's shops, a restaurant, a bar with the best view over Juneau, and a lot of things to do. And for those of you who like hiking, there's a trailhead at the top of the mountain. So we're here on the beautiful Mount Roberts, right over the city of Juneau, and you can see the ships behind us, and it's a beautiful vista. You can take a tram up here at $60 per person, and there's restaurants and bars where you can get the Alaskan Amber beer, which is classic around here.
There was a little movie you could see inside, and there's some gift shops.
And a man handcrafting a totem pole.
Yeah, don't miss it. This part of the life of the entertainer nobody tells you about.
Right.
Walking our bags down the street. Let's go get on the boat. All right, so we have to get all of these bags all the way over there. Trying to figure out how we're going to catch the tender because they haven't given us instructions yet. But that's not uncommon when you're an entertainer. We'll figure it out.
So we've made it on. We had to take a tender from Juneau onto the cruise ship, the Queen Elizabeth by Cunard, and they've checked us in, and we had to bring our luggage up, and this is our guest cabin.
We're in a guest cabin
right now.
We're not in a crew cabin.
Sometimes as entertainers, we get put in crew quarters, but tonight we get to be guests. How cool.
Got our own little couch. We got a window.
Nice.
Nice. He's trying to bring all the bags in. So, shower big enough to maybe turn around 1.5 times in. Little bathroom. Nice. It's gonna be great. All right.
Now that you've seen our room, we'd like to give you a sneak peek of some of our friends that tagged along on this trip for their first time in Alaska and on Alaska cruise. They got an upgraded room with a wonderful living area and separate beds here that you can push together to make a king. They have a much larger bathroom, as you can see. The closets for all the wardrobe that you might need on a multi-week tour, and incredible amenities in the bathroom. So that's what you can get on a Cunard with a little bit of extra. Oh, don't let me forget about the balcony view. Just beautiful. The MS Queen Elizabeth was launched in 2010 after the retirement of the QE2, but built in the very same style and the beauty and the luxury of this incredible ocean liner. Here's a little view around the ship. The Britannia restaurant was the main dining room for the ship where we would assemble every night. They would have quite an extensive menu, and it changed from evening to evening. The food we found was excellent, and so was the company when you've got the right people with you.
So we're walking on the outside of the ship, just taking a tour, and we're going to tell you all about it. The weather here has been beautiful. I think it's a little warmer than normal, but we're outside. There's really not wind blowing. It's a sunny day today, which is amazing, and we just have layers. So I just have on a long sleeve shirt and a jacket, just because it's a little cool, but it's beautiful.
Just in case. When you get off at the port in Sitka, there's a little tram just up the ramp and out to the left, where you can get the shuttle buses to take you into downtown Sitka, where there is Michael's Orthodox Church and a lot of quaint shops, and we're on our way to see it.
Shops here, when you get off at the port, are actually really cute. This area is really nice. Make sure you at least get off and come up and see the shops.
This is my friend Jeremy James. He's the owner of Entertainment Central Productions and also the one who contracts us to work on the various cruise ships.
I'm kind of a big deal.
What do you love the best about being an entertainer on the cruise ships?
Being a traveling entertainer is great. You get to see the world and you get to get paid for it. And you get to see amazing things, go to places I would never be here in Sitka, Alaska, and I would never have the opportunity to buy this t-shirt over here, which says, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," unless, of course, bears are there, because bears will kill you.
This is my buddy Pete Zicke, who has been on several of the cruise lines, and including the Cunard ships. But what's some of your favorite things about being on a ship as an entertainer?
Oh, having nothing to do, not paying for the trip, and basically getting to cruise the world for free.
That's pretty
And then
cool.
they occasionally do a show every now and then. And you also meet a lot of really great people.
Great people. You knew one of the guys on the ship from 20
Yeah,
years ago?
21 years ago, this guy was the art auctioneer on a ship with me. And now he is the general manager of the hotel. So like one below the captain.
What's your favorite cruise adventure spot? Where's the coolest place you've been on?
Hawaii is great. And Australia. I mean, honestly, Cunard, Australia, it doesn't get better than that.
One of the most prominent landmarks in Sitka is the green domes and golden crosses of St. Michael's Cathedral. This was established in 1848 as a Russian Orthodox mission in Sitka while Alaska was still under the control of the Russians. Many of the icons date back to the 17th century. This building caught fire and burned down in 1966, but the icons were saved and they managed to rebuild the entire cathedral. And after a little history, it was time to work up an appetite and find the best burger and crab shack in Sitka.
Okay, just talked to Carlos in bus 64. We are going to get a chance to see actual rescued bear cubs. Of course, they're all grown right now and very dangerous and hairy. But we're going to be on the 2 o'clock tour. We got to be here at 1:45. He's going to go take us on a guided tour, and we're going to see some real live bears here in Sitka, Alaska. Hey!
Now, if you want to see bears up close in Alaska, this is probably the safest way to do it. At the Fortress of the Bear, where they rescue orphaned bears and raise them for the entirety of their life. This is a nonprofit organization founded in 2003.
As you can see by the weather and the sky, this is really typical Alaska, what you can expect during the summer, because it's like we said, it's a rainforest. So it's like drizzly and overcast, but it just makes everything kind of mystical and beautiful. And the wind isn't really blowing. It's in the 50s, so it's nice and comfortable. Just bring something waterproof.
Hi, so I'm getting ready to watch the show. Sammy's getting ready to take the stage. And when you are along for the ride as the wife, not only do I get to be groupie, but sometimes I get to be the photographer and the videographer. So per the request of the owner of the company and with special permission from the cruise line that we are on, I'm going to be filming just a few minutes of their show so that they can use it for promo purposes later on.
So here we are backstage at the main theater, and we're getting ready for our first show on our opening night. We've had the opportunity to get to live like guests, so that's really great. Nobody knows who we are. They can be irritated at us for playing too loud in the game room or if we're laughing. They just
I resemble that remark.
they just think we're obnoxious American tourists. But after this, we're going to be stars, and everybody's going to be like, "Oh, hey,
Obnoxious American stars.
Exactly. Matt, what do you do to prepare for the gig?
I have coffee, something hot on the throat, shower, same thing, steam. Try not to talk to you guys. That has nothing to do with the show.
That's right.
No, that's it, I think, yeah.
I've taken a couple of Advil to get the swelling down. Between shows, I'll do a nice chilled shot of JMO. So we should be good. Really, we've been doing this for long enough. We could do it standing on our head with one tonsil tied behind my back. Plus, I could just sing bass, unlike Petey over there, who screams the high stuff. Delicious.
Yeah, and I just kind of relax and chill and just trust that it's going to be a fun ride with you three guys.
You have to sing all the high stuff.
Yeah.
Piece of cake. Our favorite part is going out after the show, out in the hallway, and greeting the audience members as they come out of the theater. Gives us an opportunity to find out where people are from and if this is their first trip or first cruise on Cunard. If you're looking for a little exclusive time in one of the cool areas of the spas, you can actually...
warm areas.
Warm areas of the spa. You can take a bunch of friends in and reserve this spot right here in the spa where you can have some private time and do great jacuzzi. And
I think it's up to 10 people.
yeah, this is where the party is
So
right here.
find some strangers that you like. Jump in.
We're with friends and sponsors, the owners of Artistic Talent Group out of Orlando. This is Barbara and Keelan Parham. Barbie, tell us a little bit about Artistic Talent Group.
Artistic Talent Group is a talent agency for specialty artists for events. You are now looking at one, the man, the myth, the legend, the founder of the company, Keelan, my husband. We do visual entertainment artists for special events all over the country. We have dozens and dozens of unique artists that come out to events and entertain the guests and give them a walk-away keepsake for their just a memory of their special day, whether it's at a wedding reception, a birthday party, a corporate function. We have an artist pretty much for every event theme that you could think of.
The next stop on our voyage was the beautiful Canadian town of Victoria, British Columbia, full of parks and beautiful things to see. It was a real highlight for us.
Okay, so here's a tip from somebody who travels all the time. So if you travel a lot, you won't need this tip, but if you're a first-time traveler, this is for you. It is super convenient to do the shore excursions, to book them through the ship, and they'll do a wonderful job of Look, the ship is right there. And you come off and the shore excursions are right here. They make it super easy and you can't get lost. However, there are many, many, many companies that do this as well. And usually all you have to do is get to a meeting spot where they'll pick you up, and they're usually 25 to 50% cheaper than booking through the cruise ships. And they usually do a fantastic job.
We're in the Rose Garden, beautiful Rose Garden that belongs to the property of the government house. This is the house, kind of like the White House, that hosts all of the foreign dignitaries, from presidents to prime ministers. Even the Queen of England herself has been in this Rose Garden. For 5 years, the lieutenant governor, who is appointed, not elected, is appointed by the governor. It's a non-ruling role, but they host all of the dignitaries that come here, and they get to live in this 20,000 square foot mansion. Not a bad gig if you can get it. We're in historic Chinatown, which is actually the oldest Chinatown in all of Canada and the second oldest in North America to San Francisco. It was time to take one last look at Victoria and get back on the ship, saying goodbye to our professional tour guide and head to Seattle.
So we just got off the ship this morning and we're in Seattle, and we've been here once before but didn't get to spend a ton of time. But today we're gonna have the whole day. We just ate at Baco Cafe, which was chef's kiss amazing. And then there's the purple store right here, everything purple, and we're getting ready to head down to Pike's Market, where there's all kinds of vendors and the best pierogies you've ever had in your life. And I've also heard some of the best cannoli ever. We'll let you know.
Yeah, right.
It's packed down here right now. Handmade cheese right over here. Fresh flowers, fish. It's a
Public
Monday.
fish market, yeah.
Yeah. Apple cider.
Oh yeah, I love that. We love it.
What's your favorite thing down here?
Oh my gosh. I love when the fish market guys start throwing the fish at each other. Incoming! Especially when they drop it.
Okay, so we know that Pike's Market is a sights and sounds and smells of everything that you can imagine. And right next door to Pierogi, where we just were for the best pierogies you'll ever have, savory and sweet, is the very first Starbucks ever in Seattle. It's worth checking out, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and please like and subscribe so that you can see our future adventures together. And don't forget, do it for the travel.